Welcome back to Energy, back with another banger. I'm right back with another banger because I literally just pew 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 a second ago. But I realized because the energy that I wake up into is not the dominant energy usually for my entire day. Okay, it depends on kind of a number of things. That doesn't matter. But a lot of times, especially the weather can give you clues, but you may not wake up into your dominant energy. Like the energy that you are feeling internally could be a lot higher or lower than what you wake up into. Just something to be aware of, to ground yourself. But something that I wanted to get before I go ahead and get into my regular grounding practices. There was an energy of mature masculine energy. And when I say mature, it does not take the fun out of it. It does not take the playfulness out of it. It does not take the flexibility out of it. It's just maturity. And maybe it's emotional maturity. Maybe it's intellectual maturity. I don't know yet. And it could just be the way they're showing up or what they're doing, how they're moving physically. But it's mature masculine energy. And that is an energy that I cling to. I really like that energy. So I don't want to miss out on it. I kind of want to use the cards to dive into it and dissect it just a little bit. To capture it. Okay, like I need to take a snapshot or a picture before we move on. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. All credit to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. It's a masculine energy read. Gemini, Aries, fifth house energy, the power of love. The power of love, investments, gambles, games, and your creations. We also have the 12th house, your faith. Hidden tendencies, large institutions, or overwhelming events. One more. I knew this was a big deal. The second house, patient. Patiently waiting for what you want and getting what you need in the meantime. All right. So let's see here. Tell me about this mature masculine energy. For one thing, there's a male here. There's a masculine energy that is not seeing both sides of things. They're not getting like the total picture. Things have not harmonized or balanced. That's what I'm getting with the Gemini energy. There's like this, you see a little bit of this, you see a little bit of that, but the integration is not there. Someone has not been able to see a total, full picture of something. Okay, but it is something that they want to see, something that they believe. They're just trying to figure out how to make it happen more quickly. I'm getting that, like, this person is investing, being creative, and I'm getting that they're actually getting to see what it is that they want to see. This is like their faith manifesting. Their faith manifesting something that they already believed in, and pretty much maybe even believed in, like the hidden tendency or the tendency to hide certain things or to keep certain things hidden or to not just put everything out on the table. This is something that they're learning to understand, especially when it is overwhelming, like when people want it too much. It makes you want to close it up or put it away when they're too eager to get to it. So somebody is being patient, waiting for what they want, but getting what they need and actually accepting that as a reality, seeing it and like allowing that to develop here. All right, tell me more about the masculine energy. There's also something going on here with the power of love. Someone is taking a gamble or taking a risk in their love relationship. This is something that they're creating, so they could have a hand in, like, especially like if you're person, you're not with them yet. This is your time period where you're kind of cooking up for the universe what you expect to get, what you're looking for. You are telling the universe what you want by what you're accepting currently, by who you're deciding to be. You're sending out a strong signal of the type of love that you're manifesting. So somebody is extremely mature in the ways in which they are handling something during this time period of waiting for their person. Too many cards. Tell me about the mature masculine energy. Could have been a climactic moment, like a moment where someone walked into you, or someone saw you but they did not expect to, or someone connected with you and didn't expect to, but they handled the way that they connected with you well. This could even be someone who's known to be rebellious or to push against you. They just chose not to. They could have been playful. They could have been reckless, you know. It's like someone who knows their influence on you, and they could have used it. They could have used it, but they chose not to. It's just a sign of maturity. Yeah, the Empress in reverse. So this actually could be a female that's in masculine energy, but they're in masculine energy. They're pissed off, or they're holding on to something. This could be someone that is like dead set against you. Oh my God. They're maybe being forced to shift their perspective, so they are gaining some insight, but they're still like in opposition to you, or they're not fully accepting of you. But they were holding some kind of authority here. So with the Empress in reverse, yeah, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, there must be some kind of grievance that this person has that they are holding on to. They're holding on to, and it feels like rightfully so. Rightfully so. So this could be someone that actually owes somebody like a blow to their ego. Like somebody came for them, so they actually do, or they could exact some kind of revenge if they wanted to, but whoever this person is, they're choosing not to. They're choosing not to. They're just choosing to honor their truth, hold on to their truth, and let that be enough. Let the clarity be justice enough. They're very solid. This is someone who would even lay their ego down. So this is someone who definitely could have come for your ego. It's probably somebody from your past here, a past connection or partnership. They could have came for your ego. They could have crushed it. Or they could have created an opportunity, because for some of you, it's not somebody who can necessarily crush your ego, but they can get under your skin. They could rile you up. They could, piss you off or agitate you in some way, or activate you in some way. They really could have, and they chose not to. They chose love. They chose love. This is not just self-love, though. This is the kind of love that heals all. It's the kind of love that commands peace, commands perspective shifts. Perspective shifts. It commands growth, commands spiritual influence. It's like they can call the light. They can call people out of the darkness. They can call them into their light. Someone chose to do that. That's the love that they chose. It's an unconditional love. It's irresistible. It's irresistible, and it causes peace. It creates peace. Luther Vandross, The Power of Love. Wow. And the Lovers was coming out on that. This could be in relation to possibly a Gemini. We do have Gemini energy, what you want to be known about a love relationship or what has been believed about a love relationship. It's like choosing the quickest way to see the truth and get past it or something like that, or to see the truth and embrace it, to tackle it. To confront it. Someone isn't running from their heart. Someone isn't running from their feelings. Someone isn't running from their creations. Someone isn't shying away from the risk that they took or how the risk have paid out or not paid out. Their investments, how they have paid out or not paid out. Like somebody is just this masculine is just very mature for how they're handling something in regards to love, partnerships, maybe even a soulmate that you're attracted to, someone you could even feel is made for you, that you feel you're made for. It has to do with your heart. It's not easy to be mature when your heart is on the line. A lot of people don't play games with their heart. They don't play games with their heart. They don't play games with their feelings. They don't play games with their family members, the people that are in their heart. They don't fucking play games. There's never a game. It's never funny. They don't take risks. Okay, it is not a chance. It's always strategic. It's always conscious. It's always full of heart. Like somebody really takes their heart and their love, whether that's anybody in their love life. Anybody in their love life. Romantic, platonic, familial. It's business. It's serious. It's not a game. It's not for fun. And whatever is occurring, I just feel like they're handling it maturely. And that's a choice. It is a choice, especially when you have so much clarity that could pretty much take you off of the string of acting maturely. You don't have to be mature anymore. You could act a fool if you wanted to. But for some of you, you're a mother, you're a father, you have priorities. Your loyalty is to your children, even before your partner, because your partner can give you reason to act a fool, and then you gonna act a fool with your kids too? No. It does happen, but somebody is too consciously aware of that. Yeah, they literally combat against that. This is someone like with the Seven of Wands. Defensive, strong-willed, determined, protective, persevere, persistence, fighting for what you think is right. That is not something that you take lightly at all. You could be a Leo with the Seven of Wands. But you are fiercely protective over those that you love and care about. Fiercely protective. You don't take risks with them. You take risks for them. You don't sacrifice them. You sacrifice yourself for the sake of them. You don't gamble them. You don't gamble them. You invest in them. And the love that you feel for them, it goes everywhere they go. The love that you have for them, it goes everywhere they go. Love is an action word for you. Love is an action word. Whether it's through words of affirmation, good thoughts and feelings, acts of service, affection, quality time, gift giving. Like, it doesn't matter how you're going to execute this love. It will be felt, it will be seen, it will be known. It's nothing sexier than a man who knows how to love, because men are traditionally created to provide and protect, to survive, and to facilitate the survival of their family. So that is an added bonus to have a male who could be very fluent in those, categories. That is what they do. They keep the family above board. They keep the family out of water. They survive. They provide. and they keep them safe, they protect. But to go the extra step to also work on the heart space so that they can provide a love for them that can survive any storm, can weather any storm or anything that's coming at them when they're out on the street. They'll be protected, they'll be nurtured, they'll be loved, they'll feel that love, that nourishment, that protection. Whether they are, that's my son's prayer at night, like the same protection when you are asleep as you are when you're awake and on your feet. So when you're asleep, you're home, you're cozy, you're safe. You know that place well, you know that energy well. You know that everything is working out for you. But when life gets a little hectic, or you step into energy that is unknown to you, or things are operating and moving differently, you're away from home, you're out in the cold, but that love can go with you. That same protection that you feel when you're in your home space, you can feel when you're out of your feelings too. When you're disconnected from your feelings too. Which is actually a protection, especially in relationships. In relationships, when you are protecting the heart, the core of your family, of your connection, of your partnership, when you have opposing forces that tend to either steal that energy right from you or aggravate it in some way, they agitate, they sow seeds of doubt, they create chaos, you learn to protect it. It's like a ice. You ice it. And so that's getting out of those feelings that could become tumultuous. But you're protecting the love that you feel, because that's the only thing that's real and relevant anywhere you are. You want to feel safe. You want to feel, good in your own skin. You want to know that everything is okay with you and with everyone else that you care about, whether you are connected to them or seeing them in the 3D or not. It's just a safe space, and I just feel like someone is creating that safe space within themselves, and that energy is being felt by others that are connected to them. They are starting a cycle of very healed and like self-re-energizing individuals here. It's a good example. Masculine is a good example. What else? We have faith, Leo again with strength, bravery, confidence, courage, focus, persuasion, influence, energy, and overcoming an obstacle. So your faith is making you strong. Your faith is making you strong. Your faith is carrying you through something. It's holding you to your utmost truth. Your belief. You believe in something bigger than you, better than you, more than you. You always feel that there is something more to aspire to. You're likely not a settler. You're a conqueror. And so I do feel like one of the biggest things that you are conquering right now are your hidden tendencies, your subconscious beliefs, your hidden behavior patterns. Okay, things that are not really on the scope of anyone else to judge or to have an opinion about. But you are very conscious and awake to these things and how they affect you, how they affect those who are connected to you, and how they affect your reality. So you are making people feel safe. Your connections, your partnerships, the people that you love and care about, they feel safe because you feel safe. You're creating this safe space. Also, someone is being very patient with someone who is like has a lot of secrets. This is someone that just refuses to be the best version. They can't even see the best version of themselves. Someone has gotten so far away from their core truth that they can't even see it anymore. And you can't see it anymore. There's a masculine here that's being extremely patient. They're using love or applying love to this situation here. They are feeling as if they're getting enough of what they need. It's just not what they want to see. They know that it could be a lot better, but this person lacks trust. They're out of touch with their truth. This could be someone who is like forcibly being silent, or they're not giving enough information here. They're creating distance on purpose. Basically, creating distance from there, someone is opposing someone and creating distance between them and this person, but I feel like this masculine has the ability to help make this person whole, like to bring back, this person could assist them in trying to bring back or recreate this energy that this person feels separated from. Someone really feels detached from their best version of self. And this person, they're like resistant to this person's influence who helps them to find that. But this person is being patient with them. They know that they're looking at something, you know, they're just looking at the surface of something. They're paying attention to something that is, it means a lot to the physical eye, but there's so much more that matters. Like they're focused on the physical, the material. Okay. And they're, yeah, they've lost a sense of themselves because they are not focused inward. They're not focused on what truly matters. That's actually a shame for the time period. That's a shame on any given day. But specifically, I mean, I thought that the world really loves the holidays. It's about love and family and that cheery happiness that comes from inside, not about what's on the outside. Like, this is the most wonderful time, right, of the year. So that's not good if you can't even get that here. So I do feel like this masculine is using a lot of patience, a whole lot of patience with somebody, because it's like out of all of the times in the year, you don't, like, at least you have an excuse. You've got all this extra momentum to get to this, but still resistant to the influence of their own spirit. Someone is not in tune or in touch with their own higher self. All right. Tell me, let's get another deck. There's some extra masculine energies that are being mature, because this is not even the energy that I actually thought about when I was like, hold on, I gotta do this reading. So we haven't even got to it yet. Let's see. But yeah, there's maturity happening on some pretty serious levels too. Here is what I'm getting. Okay. So there's someone here, there's a masculine, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. They're getting more information, doing research, gaining insight. This could be someone who has some pretty judgmental beliefs surrounding you, or they had made some pretty solid decisions based on, you know, what they thought or how they saw you or something like that. But it looks like this person is being playful and gathering information. They're in their mind and they are observing, but I feel like they're having a good time while they're doing it. What's reading it? Kinky ways. Okay, so they're interested in you. Again, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, heavy Capricorn. But this person is interested in you. Really interested in you. This is someone that wants, like, I feel like they want a sexual relationship with you or a physical relationship with you, or they've had one with you before. This could be someone who really didn't think that anything would come of your situation more than that, or they wanted more than that, but they did not feel as if they could without getting more information or understanding more about you. So this person is getting information about you, and it feels like they really like what they're seeing, but they're not taking action on it. As a matter of fact, this person is like walking a line, a fine line. They're tiptoeing. They're tiptoeing. This person is taking it slow, but I feel like they want to run in. So there's a measure of something here between their light and their shadow. I feel as if like this person is walking a line because they need to know more about you mentally they have this desire to get more information about you, but there is also something that they are hiding, or someone that they have to hide this from. So this person is not taking action, which is a sign of their maturity, because they really want to. This is someone that may want to cross the line for you. Like, I don't know what that means, but let's see. Something about the situation here. They may not even just, yeah, like they may not have enough. They could be splitting themselves, okay? They already have a situation, kind of. They have a situation, not a relationship, not a real soulful connection, but they do have like a situationship, okay? And it could be someone that they are not really giving a lot to. They're not investing a lot, but there's a lot of passion. So maybe they're just having sex with someone. Whereas with you, they're starting to kind of feel as if, yeah, that's one thing that they want from you, but they're going to want a lot more. Or at least they feel like if they were to cross this line, it would have to be for more, not just for sexuality. And this person, just something about you makes them feel like they want you now. Like every time they kind of tiptoe or tap into just the little taste of your energy, they want it now. Like they want you immediately. So they're tempering that energy. I feel like it's to not upset things. Let me get another deck. I gotta get tarot. No, let's get oracle. Let's see. What's the tiptoeing earth sign energy? Oh, yeah. When I say, man, sexual, this person, they making plans for sexual healing. Their mind is focused on sexual healing with you. Maybe it always is focused in that direction. So they definitely could make a snap judgment call. They could be reckless. They could be superficial. They could be in the moment with you, but they are really choosing not to. They're really choosing not to. It could just be because they don't see a new opportunity for it. But they also feel as if this is something that you're waiting for or something that you want, okay? So maybe they don't see the opportunity right now, but I'm getting like if they did, that would probably be, they would walk in if they saw the opportunity. So maybe it's you that's keeping the door closed here, which is why this person is just kind of surveying, not really making a move. They could feel like you're not open. Let me see. One more from this deck, and then I got one more deck to pull on this. This mature masculine, who definitely, this is somebody who they know their abilities. Like I said, it says they feel like you've been waiting for it. They feel like you want it. So it's not like they don't know the control that they're going to hold or they're going to have. As a matter of fact, you could be the type of feminine is very hard to subdue or to gain control or even access to you without a sexual connection. Like you may run wild and free. Like you could be maybe you have a very strong masculine or pronounced masculine energy. Yeah, it says victory, not today, Satan. Someone feels like their temptation to come after you in a certain energy. See, that's what they feel, is if they would be shady, because they're coming in to really, their loins want to dominate and control you. And if they were to operate under that energy, it would set a precedence for your connection. So someone is like taming their beast. And they're getting victory over themselves. You are triggering. You give pressure. Okay, it's a sexual pressure that I feel that you are giving to someone. But what they're learning about you is that they want much more than that. And even though it could give the temporary, because that's the thing with devil energy, everything is temporary. It's like a magician act. It can be recreated, but it only lasts a certain amount of time. Magic. what's the Cinderella effect? You only get till midnight. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person knows that they would be able to exact some kind of authority or dominance. You know, they would control you in some way, but they don't feel as if they don't want to do that and then know that that won't be lasting, because it won't last on you. It won't last on you. And once you realize that that's all they wanted to do, or that was all that they were trying to do, like it was an ego thing, I think that's what it is. Like if you were to see that about them, it would destroy the wheel of fortune. It would destroy your vision of this person, how you really truly see them, and the longevity that you may see or feel, because you have a craving or a desire for this person, but your desire is much more than just the physical aspects. So someone could fulfill the physical aspects, but that is all that you would get. And I'm not saying that they don't want to do that with you, but they want to come towards you in an energy that is not, I guess, so self-serving. Right now, this person feels self-serving. So it says, yeah, they like, this person could be seeing you as the devil. She a devil, she a bad little bitch, she a rebel. Like, I'm telling you, it's that masculine, that Capricorn energy in this person that wants to conquer you. They want to conquer you in the bedroom. You may be the type of feminine that is, like I said, your masculine energy is so pronounced that you have a natural protection or feeling of protection. You're like, it drives this masculine wild. Okay. Yeah, we have athlete or athletic. Like, I'm telling you, this person, they could come after you. This is probably a game that they play typically, and they don't lose. Okay. Yeah, it's a game that they play. They're very good at it. Serious nature. It says, so they could, they could come at you. Aries energy, they could come at you. They could hit you with the fire, but they're really trying not to. I think they like who you are. It does say looking for action, though, so they do want some kind of interaction with you. What else? They're single. Oh, so they do have a situationship, but like I was saying, it may not be going on currently. So maybe like the door isn't completely closed. They haven't like said, they're done with this person, but there's not really anything going on. Either way, they don't have strings. They don't have loyalties in their relationship or like with their body. So they are single. So they could come, I'm telling you, they could come toward you. It's just something about the energy right now, the mindset that this person is in, they're choosing not to. We also have Taurus energy here, coming out strong, which could also mean this person is very intentional and deliberate in what they choose to do. So even though your energy is calling out for them, they may be more resistant to you initially because they like for things to be their own decision. Like, they like to make their own choice, not to be summoned or not to walk into what someone else was asking of them, but for it to truly be their own, which is why a lot of times this person does not operate based on their lust. And that could be what it is that they're lusting for you, but they don't want to walk or move or take action out of some deep desire or void that they could be feeling. Yeah, because it says their feelings for you are overwhelming and enlightening. This person may even like have love for you, and that could be confusing as well, because a lot of times love can affect you so strongly that it activates your loins and it activates lust energy, and then it becomes like it can burn you up. It can burn you up. Yet I am using new skill sets and tools. I'm telling you, this person, like, it's the combination of the love and the lust that I feel like this person does not trust yet. Like, the love and the lust is so fire that they feel as if they would have to dominate completely. They would have to completely dominate you because they feel a sense of like losing their control when they're with you. So they don't want to lose their control, but they also don't want to try to like be overly controlling of you. They want the energy to temper somewhere in the middle. It's the maturity and the way that they're handling the situation with you. I'm not sure how it may look for you or how you're feeling on the other side of this, but I am interested. Let me just get a little bit for how you're seeing this mature male, because it's coming up as maturity, but I wonder if you're seeing it as maturity. What are you seeing? Red flag? No, you're not. You're wondering if you can tell that this person may want more, or is feeling that, like, they're feeling you in the way that you assume that they are, or maybe it's just because of how you're feeling them. But you can feel this person, you can feel them around your energy. For you, it's like a warning sign that this person is not taking action, that they're not doing anything. It's like they're hiding, or they're being fake or phony. Or you may even fear for them, like maybe they're in a connection that isn't good for them and it's changing their mind or it's blinding them. So for you, this person's inaction, it just sends up your red flags. That could be because it's different than how your masculine energy typically drives things. Your masculine energy could be, I hate to say, like, but heart over head. You know, sometimes you can move based on what you're feeling without giving yourself the time to think through it or seeing the long term, okay, of something. So even though that trait, it does not necessarily, that's more of the Knight of Wands energy. That's not a mature energy, actually. So you may be viewing yourself as mature because you take action on what you truly desire, what you want. You're going to go after it. You're not going to waste time. You see that as mature. But there is another level of maturity called the wise mind, where you wait for your loins and your feelings to balance out with your intellect and your clarity. So it is actually another level of maturity. This masculine is on another level of maturity than you may be currently operating on or under the influence of. That's cash money information if you are the feminine in this situation. What else? How are you feeling? Okay, you don't feel ghosted by this person. You don't feel like this person is like, you don't see them as a coward. And you don't feel as if this person is trying to completely eliminate you or ghost you. But you're also not, you're choosing not to be bothered by it. So you're not even operating in your masculine energy. But I just think that you're in this space where you cannot see the clarity of their integrity or maturity. And it's just because you could be going through this transformation. Like the energy that this person has been operating under, you are just now going through that transformation where you are more so using your mind, head over heart, okay? So that's a new dynamic for you. And as you're moving into that, you are going to be able to see through the red flags that this person was initially giving you. This could be somebody you were having all kind of red flags on them, that now you're having all kind of green flags. Like this person is just very discerning, very mature. 1010 is on the clock. They're discerning, they're mature. They don't just jump, you know, like it's not, I don't know. They just don't, oh, do this? Yes. Okay, this, now. Like, no, it's more so guiding their own steps, using their mind. Someone who is pacing themselves, or someone who, powerful people don't rush. They don't rush. They don't rush. They walk. Bosses don't rush. It's their time. They're not on someone else's time. They're on their own time. So that is what someone is saying about you. Or this is what I'm picking up about you. But I feel as if the person that you're connected to, those were red flags initially. They may be turning into green flags. But this person, like their vision is clearing. They're getting to see something. A reflection, actually. But it took like experience for them to see the relevance of it. So, yeah. I do feel as if too, it may be mature, but it's also boring. So they're kind of icing their feelings. I don't feel a lot of emotion or anything coming from over here, or even passion. There's nothing to react to, so they're not reacting. This is someone who is a little guarded with you because you move differently than them. So they're just going to assess you and see what you do and then move accordingly. But right now they're not like trying. If you're not giving them information, if you're not giving them energy, then you're going to get what you give. That's what I feel like this person is doing. The Six of Swords is in reverse, though. I don't think that this is easy for them. This is not easy for them. So there's another level of maturity that this female has as well, where they could run after or dig into or really try to access the information that they're trying to get about you, which would help them to alleviate these red flags. But they're also tempering that. So you're tempering your, it feels like this masculine is being really mature and tempering their feelings and how their feelings motivate them, because they could actually be, I don't know, like irritated by your authority or your power. Like they don't like that. They want to dominate you. Okay. But they're tempering that desire, and you could be tempering your desire to be overly nosy or pushy or pursuing. Okay. Because like I said, you will take action. So you could actually, that would almost be like a fiery climax where you guys would be going toward one another, but their intention would be to dominate you and your intention would be to dominate the situation. And so you would butt heads. But you're not butting heads, and it's because of the differences in what you're choosing to be mature in. Nobody has to be mature on every subject of their life at one time. It'd be very boring, honestly. Real adults who are just facing adulthood all day, every day, and they never like relax or have time to play or just be lazy and enjoy being in their skin, just feeling free and doing what they want to do. When they never take their suit and tie off, when they never take their girdle off, like when they never relax, it's very boring. It's stiff. It's dead air. It takes the fun, the thrill, the excitement, the vitality. It kind of drains it. So, yeah, you never have to be fully mature in every area of your life all the time. Like that's a very dark, boring life. And I feel like you guys are mastering different levels of maturity or different areas of maturity, but it is keeping your connection in harmony. So the connection is there even if you guys aren't taking action on it, because I feel like the action you would be pitted to take, like it's the energy, whatever is going on right now in this connection, the energy would motivate you to act in ways that would actually be self-sabotaging. So you're not doing that. You're not sabotaging what the long-term focus or goal is. So it's really amazing. Actually, I could give kudos to both of you here. I am focused on the masculine energy, but this feminine is shining also. All right. Balance, time management, adaptability, flexible, priorities, and making a choice. Somebody being like water, sexy fucking water. The kind of water that you want to drink. You can smell that water a mile away and it smells deliciously sweet. Or sour if you like it. I don't know. But the water is given. The water is given. All right. Somebody wants to taste that water. Taste that water. They trying to dive in it. They want to dive in that water. Somebody wants the information. They want to know, what are these feelings? How are you feeling? What is it exactly that you want to do? Tell me. Somebody want all of the tea, all of the clarity, all of the coffee. Okay, and somebody else, this masculine is like, no, not today. I'm not getting into that with you. I'm not going to step in that with you. No, ma'am. No, no, sir. I'm not about to go in and get all this clarity and get all these feelings and No, sir. You go ahead. If you need to run, go ahead and run. I'm seeing that as a red flag, and I'm going to abide by that. So it's causing them to yield. Even though the red flag they're seeing on you is not really a red flag, it is helping them to not do what they would originally do. One thing I'll say is maturity does work for you. Children have a different kind of protection than adults do. Adults kind of lose that protection that you have as a child because you are choosing to go against the grain. You're doing your own thing. Now, sometimes what you choose to do will be protected, and you will have, support, okay, and guidance. But sometimes you'll take action that is just on your own. You're really out there on your own. So there is safety typically for children when they're behaving immaturely. But when you are an adult and you're being mature, those things is always a protection. It's always a protection. So it may be boring, but it is definitely safe. It's safe. And that's what I feel like. You guys are playing it safe. The moon is here. Okay, this may be someone else at a Cancer or a Pisces. Masculine energy. In their feelings and keeping their feelings hidden. Out of the heart, all types of things can come out. The moon and the 7 of Cups. Someone could be in their feelings, but there are all types of things. Things that they're feeling that they're not even sure where it's coming from. For some, they don't even know if someone's doing work on them. They don't know if you're doing work on them. They don't know where these feelings are coming from. There's a lot of nostalgia. There's a lot of maybe reminiscing about past moments with you. Lots of things being lit up in the darkness. So this person may not see you. They don't have any clarity about you. They don't have any idea about what's going on in your life currently, but they're receiving visions. This could even be like invading their dream state. This is dreams. The Knight of Cups is causing emotional stir-ups in this person. They could be visualizing themselves being romantic with you, or they're seeing you in some type of energy of wanting this like romance or charm or something like that. Or this is who they were in the past. I don't know. Maybe you have past life. This could even be past life. Someone's receiving a lot of emotional energy that is coming towards them. And I feel like the wisdom or the maturity of this person is that they could be aware that some of this is an illusion. That this is spell work. That someone is like intentionally trying to get this person to reminisce or get into these heartfelt feelings. Because if this is not something that is seen, if all of this is unseen, all of this is happening without any physical presence, then there is something going on behind the scenes. That's just period. If someone is feeling you this much emotionally and going through all of this desire for you, this person was self-actualized. So if they're not self-actualizing, there is something going on. There is something else going on. And this person is paying attention to that. Yeah, we have the 8 of Cups here. Oh, and the Death here. Someone is ending this cycle. Someone is ending this cycle. And it doesn't even mean that this is somebody... They could be saying no and walking away from you, but their desire is to connect with you on the other side of this. Whatever this is, though, this is like a trap. It's an emotional trap, entrapment. Emotional entrapment. So they're disconnecting from the illusions, disconnecting from, yeah, this is an illusion. Someone trying to pull the veil over their eyes. I know what this is. Commercial breaks. Something here. Trying to trigger them into insecurity, but they're turning it into productivity, release. They're regaining awareness, freedom. Yeah, this is an attack. This is a emotional attack. Survivor. Maybe even knowing more so, the growth here and the maturity of this person is knowing that whatever is on the other side of this is going to be better than whatever someone is trying to blitz them with. Whatever someone is trying to conjure up or make believe or get you to buy into that doesn't even make sense to you, whatever this work that's being done on you emotionally to try to entrap you in some kind of past energy or past dynamic or belief, when you have already moved on to something better than that, like, you're not afraid of this ego death. You're not afraid. This masculine is not afraid. They're not afraid to let go of what is just a feeling and there is no evidence. They're not afraid to let go of that in order to see what it actually is, or what it actually will be on the other side. They're moving on and they're actually escaping this entrapment because of their determination to move forward. Regardless of what falls away, for some of you, there is fear that something will not be able to stand this transformation shift that they're making. Someone's trying to trap them back in romantic feelings, but they have no current reason to fall into that. It feels like a trap. They're disconnecting and walking forward, not knowing exactly what they're walking forward towards. They could even be losing out on certain connections here, or they could be losing out on a connection with someone. Okay. Yeah, the person could actually be creating these illusions because of what they're doing. It's someone who does have love for you, but they're pretending not to. They're being self-absorbed. They're focused in on work. So they're like running with your, like, they're leaving behind their heart actually, but their heart is an illusion because this person is like running in the opposite direction. They're running in the opposite direction. So if you were to fall into their heart space or fall into this emotional veil that they're like giving you, if you were to go into that or walk into that, they would take you, pretty much snatch your soul to go with them, leaving you where you are, because this person is not in love. They're running from love is what it feels like. So instead you're detaching, but you may know that that will mean that this person could let go too, and there may not be this connection on the other side. But I feel like someone is also using that or trying to use that against you, or that's the deceiving. Maybe you were self-deceiving originally. That's negative energy, pessimism. Okay, so there's a new beginning that's even happening there with that, with the Ace of Wands. Someone's getting their power back. Someone's understanding how these illusions are being created and how they're falling prey to them, or how they have in the past, and they're letting go of that. Just because there's something from their past, and that's the way that things will go, but it is not the way that they intended it to. But I feel like that person wasn't willing to put the work in. So this could be a new connection with someone who is willing to put the work in. They're not falling prey to whatever it is, the work that's being done on them. They're doing the work themselves. So they're not allowing somebody to persuade them or to shift their beliefs. They're working on stabilizing their own beliefs, their own clarity. Yeah, clearing up their own judgment. Someone's making their own judgment calls. They're not leaving it up to anyone else to decide for them what they see. And this is making a lot of people unhappy. Like I said, this person knows that on the other end of this, they're losing, maybe losing ground with certain connections where they may have had more of a handle on, or whatever the illusion is. If they were to buy into it, it would create peace and harmony in certain dynamics, but they're giving that up now. They're giving that up now and walking away from it. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm done. I was going to do one more, but I'll probably just come back a little bit later. I'm going to leave the reading here, you guys. Leave the energy here, and I will see you in the next live. Bye.